buile gape mo thulaganyong ya gago ya mmamoratwa lebitso la thulaganyo ke What's Your Story and nna ka lebitso ke Kabelo Gift Card. Today I am joined by one of the finest and humble brother in this industry. Lebitso la gagwe ke Siyambonga Mdubeki. My brother, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah. Before we can get into personal issues, like into your personal things, ke batla go itse Siyambonga the artist. What is it that you do actually?
Well, Siyambonga is a writer, a director, an actor.
Yeah.
But just to put them in one thing, I call myself a theater maker. But I'm also a journalist by profession, so which is something that goes together with writing and directing, because even in journalism we do stories.
Yeah.
So it's the same as acting. We still do the same stories that we do. So
I see.
Siyambonga is an artist, a theater maker.
Siyambonga is an artist, a theater maker. What was actually happening, when you actually realized you have passion for art, you have passion for being a journalist, When was it and what was actually happening at the time?
Well, I think it started a long time ago when I was still a kid. But at that time, I didn't know what was happening to me then.
Yeah.
When you get home sometime and something had happened on the street and now you're trying to tell your parents what happened on the streets.
Yeah.
And I now imagine how I would play those characters.
Yeah.
Like, Mama, I saw him, they were doing this and this. And that's how the acting started. But at that time,
so now you're actually becoming a storyteller at that moment.
Exactly. And you're playing a lot of characters at the same time because you're like, there were 5 people, they were fighting.
Yeah.
And then now you play all of them because you're like, this one did this and this one did this. From that, I think that's where the passion started. But because I didn't know anything then. When I grew up, I then realized the power of storytelling.
Yeah.
And also after I lost my twin, so I couldn't share my feelings with people.
Yeah.
So the only way I could share my stories was to like sit down and write on my notepad and just every day just to write down my feelings.
Yeah.
And then I realized that actually this is a story that I'm writing, and that's how I became a writer and an actor, and that's how the love of journalism as well came about.
I'm sorry, but the loss. Tell me about the relationship you had with your twin, because it seems like when you mention him, it's like you had this.
Yeah. It's well, I can't compare it to anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, that relationship.
That was the closest person to you, like.
That's the closest person I know.
Yeah.
And before, he was my only friend, my only brother, my only. I mean, there's a lot of us at home. There's 10 of us, but he was the only person who was that close to me. And wherever we go, it would just be him, no one else.
Yeah.
So even if we're going to church, we're going out for lunch, or we're going to watch football, it was always him.
Yeah.
So 2012, when he died, that's when things started to shift, because then I had to now start to get to know people.
Yeah.
Which is something that I never cared about, because then at that time, like you see people and you just live with people, but you just never get to that level of connection with them. But then after my twin passed on, then I had to start from understanding people and getting to know them and what hurts them and what doesn't hurt them. Because with my twin, I would joke about anything and he wouldn't take it personal. But now when you get to the outside world and you meet different people, there's boundaries. You say things that might hurt people, so you've got to think twice before you even like go deep and say things to them.
So his death, how did it affect you, like as an individual, as an artist as well?
As an individual, it affected me a lot.
Yeah. Because
it shifted. That was the turning point of my life.
Yeah.
When you wake up in the morning and you are used to greeting someone, and like everything, we used to do everything together. Yeah. And suddenly when you now wake up in the morning this day and they are not there anymore, it shifts everything. Like even how you behave around people, how you do things now, it takes a different it's a turning point. Actually it changes the whole thing about
now it's life after him.
Now it's life after him, and now I have to live and also do things for him as well, because there's that pressure of like, if my twin was still alive, would he want me to do this or would he want me not to do it? And luckily it's what I'm doing now. It's something that we always dreamt of doing together. So we always wanted to be like journalists, theater makers together. So
I believe that in every situation, you know, whether it be a bad situation or a good situation, there's always that positive thing that you take out of it, you know, from your twin's death. What is it that you took out of it, that positive thing?
That you need to be, like, whatever happens, you need to be content with yourself.
Yeah.
And it taught me that in life, things happen. And I need to be, even though I might not be prepared for those things, but I need to get up and brush myself and still carry on.
Yeah.
Because then his death didn't mean it's the end of my life.
Yeah.
I knew then that I'm still alive, so I've got to do things. I can't just say now, okay,
I have to leave
because
now.
my twin is dead, so now it's the end of me as well. Well, I'm still alive, so everything has to continue, and it taught me to soldier on.
Yeah. Seems like you had an interesting journey, you know. What would you say makes you unique and different from other artists? Like, what is that thing but baba but Siyambonga yena ona le yona?
Well, because I'm myself. I always say to whoever I'm having a conversation with that God doesn't bless who you are pretending to be. So the only thing I can say I'm unique with, it's because I'm myself every time. I don't pretend. I don't fake things. I'm always myself. So
you.
By always being myself, I'm unique. Because no one has been through what I've been through.
Yeah.
It might be similar to what I've been through, but no one has been through exactly what I've been through in life.
So you chose this path of being an artist, you know, and I believe that you still have a long way ahead of you as an artist. But I think that you have traveled, you know, like that journey. How has it been so far?
Yeah, it's a tough journey because there are times where you feel like, why am I doing this? There are times where you feel like you just want to stop, and because you look at people, there's people with like stable jobs. Well, with artists, it's a different scenario because you know, even if you have that degree, whatever that you have, that qualification you have, you're still not guaranteed about a job. Whereas with like some careers out there, at least once you get a degree, you are somehow guaranteed. So the only thing that has been difficult is that also you need to always motivate yourself. Sometimes you face things in life that or maybe you do this performance that is not so great, and you feel like at that point maybe this was the wrong idea of me choosing this path.
But you have to pick yourself
up. But you've got to pick yourself up because there's no one else who can do it for you. You've got to always motivate yourself more than people motivate you.
Art is part of our daily lives. Art has played a role in the struggle, apartheid, you know, like we saw black people singing, even though it is said they were misinterpreted, you know. But I feel art as South African, you know. So I want to know, like, from your perspective, do you feel artists are being appreciated enough?
Well, I don't think they are being appreciated enough. Instead, they are very, like, everyone sees our career as, I don't know, a hobby, or something. No one takes us serious. Until maybe they see us on TV and then they think,
that's when they start to respect.
That's when they start to respect you. But if you're not on TV yet and you're doing theater, which is something that most of people do not understand, so they don't appreciate artists. And from my own personal view, I think artists are the most powerful people in this world that could actually change the world, because the conversation they have, the stories they tell, they awaken the country, they awaken everyone. People get like perspectives because they watch TV. And TV, everyone that's there, it's artists. They go to theater, they find artists, storytellers. So it's them that makes this country the way it is, and they can make it even better.
Like I would imagine, like in the morning, you know, till later we say, like ubona art, you know, like
everywhere
every
you
time.
go,
In your cell phone, television, on the street, everything you see
it's art.
is art.
It's art. You get into a taxi, traveling somewhere. It's always
obviously
art.
You're gonna see art.
It's always art. Everywhere you go, it's always art. I can't imagine life without.
Yeah.
I think life on its own, it's art.
Who's that person that you look up to in the industry? Like, who's that person or mo considerang as role model ya gago, gore motho ke role model ya ka in the industry?
Yeah, there's two of them that I can name now.
Yeah.
It's Vice Mutsabi and then it's Ompile Molus. Those are the two people that I'm looking up to in the industry, simply because they are. I think I love their way of telling stories and the way they represent the black culture.
Yeah.
Because also being an artist, it's wow, most of the artists now have taken that route of always making it about money.
Yeah, yeah.
And forget about the representation of the black culture.
Yeah.
And they'll tell all the stories that degrade black people. But I admire Vice and Ompile because if you read all their works that they've done, you always find the best representative of a black person in their place, how they represent the blackness.
Yeah.
It's never, they don't view,
like
when you look at a play, and you're like, because you tell stories to either awaken people or to let them know about what is happening in the society.
Yeah.
And right now, people, in order for them to make money, they sell our stories, our black stories, and turn them around so they can make money out of them. And by that, they're not telling the true stories about black people. So that's why I say I admire Vice and Ompile, because they tell true stories about black people. I know
them. They are powerful figures when it comes to theater, when it comes to writing. I respect them so much. Which is going to bring me to my second question. You know, like, when, as an artist, do you stop performing for free for exposure? You know, when do you like draw the line? Okay, like, you guys know me now, you know, I'm done building my brand, I have children to feed at home, I have bills to pay. You know, when do you begin to draw that line?
I've always thought the moment you start, it's the moment you should get paid. The mistake that we do as artists is that we say we can do things for free because we just want to get our names there.
Yeah.
By the time we get our names there, people already, they are used to working with you for free. Like they've already consumed. Exactly. Now when you start asking for money, they start saying, now that you're becoming something, you're becoming arrogant, and you are growing this ego, and you want us to pay you. And they forget that you also need to eat. You also need money to keep yourself alive. So I think the only mistake that we make is that of saying, I need to grow myself first, so I will do everything for free. Yeah. Until I get to that point where I feel like, okay, now I'm content. Now I can start asking for money. Yeah. The moment you start doing it, they must pay you. Yeah. Because no one can do what you do best than yourself. Yeah, like I know in a lot of places they would pay the sound guy, they would pay everybody except for the artist that are entertaining people. Exactly. You know? And those are up behind, not that I'm undermining what they do behind the scenes. Well, they are doing a good job. But I just never understand that even when they ask for artists, they pay all the sound engineer, they pay all the lighting guys, and then they will say to the people, the artist will be in front, we don't have much budget. Yeah. Can you guys just do it for free? Yeah. So you can also get exposure. So that's where it all starts to go wrong. Because then they say, you are actually saying, like in the beginning, how similar the art journey, like you should see yourself as a brand, whether people know you or not, because of you're actually having a product that you're selling out there. You are bringing something that no one else has. Yeah. Even if it has been done before, but you are the only person who can do it the way you are doing it, because there's no one who's better than you. Yeah. So you're bringing something that is different to the table. Yeah. So by that, you need to get paid for that. Yeah. You're a brilliant actor. I recently saw you on a play called Marose. It was addressing masculinity and patriarchy, and then you played a role of a father. Yeah. A father who lost contact with a daughter because of he couldn't get access. You know, from that moment when I was watching it, I actually thought about the untold stories of the fathers that have left. You know, like we always get the story, but we never get told. They don't tell us the whole story. Yeah. So
I want you to tell me about that character you were playing and tell me more about Marose. Yeah.
Well, let me start with Marose first. So Marose is a play that investigates what it is that makes a man. So basically that's the main question of what is a man?
Yeah.
What makes a man? And then in Marose I played a character of an old man who had a daughter, but from birth the mother decided, for personal reasons, the mother decided to take away the daughter as to punish the husband.
Yeah.
They were not even married, in fact. So for personal reason, like she just decided to you're never gonna have access to your daughter. So she took away the daughter, and the father was going through that stress, and he wanted to be present. He wanted to be there for his daughter, but the mother was the obstacle.
Yeah.
Because he was saying, you will never get to see the daughter. You will never get to spend time with the daughter because I don't want you any close to my life. So by that character, I just wanted people to know that, there are so many untold stories about men. Yeah. Well, we're so exposed to this idea of men being dogs and whatnot, all the names that you can trash and whatnot. Yeah. But actually, we never get to hear about men that are going through a lot as well. Men are not expected to be emotional. Men are not expected to go through emotional.
They always tell you men up, meaning
men up, like you're not supposed to cry. Yeah. So my character was going through that journey of I want to be there for the daughter. I want to be there, but I'm denied the chance to be. But now what happens is that the outside world sees the situation and think, because we've been painted in that way as men, they see that, okay, the father is present, so he's a dog, so he's a trash.
We already assume,
but they do not know how much the father wants to be there for his daughter, how much they want to provide for the daughter. It's just the mother who's like this wall in between, who's saying, no, you can't be there for your daughter.
Like in the world of art, one day you're gonna be bigger than you are right now, and I've seen a lot of people being destroyed by ego, being destroyed by fame, being destroyed by money. How do you make sure, even at the top, like or be humble, how do you make sure you don't fall into the trap of falling into,
I think staying true to yourself.
Yeah.
Because one thing that happens is that people, once they start getting them gigs, they then see themselves as the big guns of the industry. I think to stay true to yourself. You know who you are, you know where you're from, you know where you started, you know why you got into this.
Yeah.
If you got into it not because of fame, it doesn't matter how much people clap at you when they see you walking on the street.
Yeah.
Because you know what you're doing. It's just a job to you, as much as it is a job to go to the bank and sit behind the computer there and help other people. As much as it is a job to go, like, whichever job you can think of. It is a job. And then if that is the case, everyone is famous. So you just need to know why you are doing it. You're doing it because it's a job and you want to be a storyteller. You love telling stories. Don't take yourself as that person with, okay, now I'm on TV. So I'm this big gun. Even people, well, obviously it's a natural thing. People will start treating you that way because they see you on TV and they think now you've got millions, you've got everything else. But stay in your lane. Be yourself. Stay true to yourself.
So you actually saying the art world is not glamorous as
it seems.
As it seems.
It's
like
not.
You think, wow, that guy's on Generation, that guy is on Isba, they're probably making a lot of money.
It's a lot of people think it is millions and millions. I remember when I did Ingozi, season 1, it was playing on SABC 1 every Sunday. And then I went home to Eastern Cape after I appeared on few episodes. It was I think it has been 3 episodes since it started, and then I appeared in all those episodes. Then I went home for something. I was so amazed how everyone started reacting and acting towards me. Because they were I don't know if they thought maybe now Sia is this guy who's now making millions and something. And they started distancing themselves to me. And I was asking myself, why? And then I realized that actually because our society is not so much informed about the work that we do as artists. So if you appear on TV already, they think you are they put you there. So what you need to do as an artist, you just need to stay here.
I was actually having a conversation with somebody, and I mentioned as an artist, you can even stay for 3 months without a job.
Without a job. Sometimes it happens that whatever that they see you doing on TV, like for instance, because things are shot like prior.
Yeah.
So they see you on TV now.
Yeah.
And then they don't know that you actually did this work.
Yeah.
Sometime last year and you got paid. That man is not there anymore.
Yeah.
But when they see you on TV now, they're thinking, this guy is rich, you've got all the money. Can you buy us drinks and whatnot?
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's the money is just money, but it's not that glamorous. It's not that much money for one to be even acting like now a big thing in the world.
I see. Would you say you can feed a family by being an artist? Like, can you start a family, be a father as an artist?
You need to. You can, but you need to work hard. You need to stay in it. So one thing that also disturbs us in the way of getting there as artists is because the amount of money that we get, we do just one gig and we get paid this much.
Yeah.
And already we're like, I've never had this much money. I call all my friends, I call all my cousins.
Blow the money,
I want to blow all the money.
Yeah.
But if you're wise and you're very much informed about it, you can just you need to be strategic about it. Yeah. So you just need to always be on your toes and just think before you do anything else, because that money, you can go for a year without any job.
Yeah.
So, and that's why if you get something for 2 days and you get paid that much, make sure that you keep that, use that for something useful, so that even if you go for 6 months without a job, you are still safe.
I sometimes feel like, I'm gonna say a very controversial statement. Sometimes I feel like artists are actually the enemies of art, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. Because me and you are both exposed to the theater world. Sometimes one of the jobs that I do, work with tickets. You're gonna have artists, and I'm talking about those people. People you consider legends. They're gonna come, but want a show, and yet they're gonna ask for a complimentary ticket. They don't wanna buy. So I feel like people are actually watching. We're watching. If artists born na supportane, why should somebody from the outside support them? And how should we solve it as artists?
It's a very complicated thing that I think it will take a long time to solve.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I think we shouldn't be even making complimentary tickets as artists for our shows. Because once I give you a free ticket, what will stop me from giving a free ticket to someone else? So I think if we want to support each other, let's just buy tickets, and the artists that are doing their work, let them not have any complimentary tickets. Because when you planning for a show and you start saying, okay, I'm gonna have, this theater takes this much capacity, and I'm gonna have 10 complimentary tickets just for those who don't have money. I mean, people have money. You'll be surprised. Even the ones that are asking for complimentary tickets, they've got the money, but it's just that because you opened that gate as an artist, that I've got free tickets, so you can get some for free. So we need to stop that as artists of creating free tickets for people.
So Siyambonga is saying no comps. We must close this comp.
Let's just pay, because and they say people come to you and be like, we're coming to support you.
They're not. I feel like they're actually stealing from you.
Exactly.
Because if that seat ever did now, somebody else could come and sit and
might have paid for that. So that's why I'm like, if you're supporting me, then why are you wanting a free ticket? Because if you want to support me and you want to see me live longer in this industry, you might as well just pay the amount of money. And it's very cheap. It's not that much.
It's not that much.
It's either 80 bucks, 90 bucks, or 120. That's the max of the money you can pay.
You'd be surprised when international artists come. They probably charge around 3,000. But yet you see your African brothers, posting, advertising for them. They're actually going extra mile. I can't wait to see Beyonce. I can't wait to see this person. And they actually pay 3,000 to this person. But yet we fail to do this to our African brothers.
It's also because we as artists as well, we've created that passage for them to do that. Because we don't take ourselves, first of all, we don't take ourselves so seriously. We don't think we are worth that 500 rands. We don't think we're worth that 1,000 rand for someone to pay to come and watch us. So already when we're planning for our shows, we're like, oh guys, black people don't have money. Let's say like $50 nyana or 90 bucks. And those guys, when they come, they know how much they're worth. And when they get there, they don't say black people don't have money.
Exactly.
They say this is how much I'm worth. It's either you come or you don't.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how they've lived their lives.
So you're actually saying that part.
Let's close that gate that we're saying black people don't have money, so we need to charge them this much. If you're saying I'm worth this much, then charge that amount of money. The people will see your worth and will pay you for what you are worth. And the rest who can't.
My brother Siyambonga, I wish that we could continue about this conversation, but yet time is our enemy. And thank you so much for joining me. Keep on growing as an artist. And when you're up there, please be humble.
Well, I'll never get up there. I'll always be where I am. My work will get there.
When your work gets up there, I'll show you this video, like, my brother, be humble. So I just need you to do one last thing. There's an artist at home. You know, I just want you to advise that young artist and also tell people where can they find you on social media.
Well, you see, doctors, for you to be a doctor, you need to go to school. For you to be a nurse, you need to go to school. No one wakes up in the morning and be like, I'm going to a hospital and I want to like heal people. You need to go to school for it. Same as art, same as acting, as writing and directing. No one wakes up and be like, I'm going to be an actor. You can do that, but trust me, it won't take you far. You just need to go to school and make sure you get that degree and get all the information that you need so that it can keep you longer in the game. That's just social about media. School is important. Well, social media, Facebook, it's Siyambonga Alfred Mdubeki. On Twitter, it's Sia_Mdubeki. And then Instagram, it's Siyambonga Mdubeki.
So in Elena Felajalo, Siyambonga Mdubeki, and Namkhaitso ke Kabelo Gift Kang, and we are signing out. Catch us on the next season of What's Your Story.